Morning, folks. I was just finishing up breakfast. Good morning, folks. Morning, Hudson. Not sure if you're here yet. Oh, cool, folks. Today's Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday. Isn't this amazing? It doesn't feel like Thursday yet because simply because I don't know about you, but some of us in Europe were off on Thursday. We're off on Tuesday, and therefore it kind of felt like a Sunday. And now it's already Thursday, even though we work 2 days. We're starting our second work day. Oh my God. Good morning, cats. He's here. Hello. Is this your first time chatting? I think it might be. I'm going to control this. Yes, it's your first time. Welcome, first chatter cats. Nice to see you. You're in Barcelona right now, no? Are you going to be there on Saturday at the party? The party which you should at the party of the zombie, of Ed Zombie. Absolutely nice. We Ed Zombie's been here on the chat a few times. Ed Zombie has been here like twice, 3 times maybe. And I'm surprised by how little bullshit he's been saying on the chat. All right, folks. One more bite and then we're good to go. We're going to start hacking like crazy. Ooh! Wait. No. You just followed. Ketson, and you didn't get the notification. You'll behave. It's okay. I always have the tool to ban you. First day in, you come in and then boom, you're banned for saying stupid shit. Man, there's usually a notification when you follow. You see here, El Quetzalito. Nice, that's a cool name. I like it. El Quetzalito. Alright. 2 more bites, folks, and then I'm all yours. Breakfast is no longer there. Ketson, I made a galette des rois. I made one, and it's not very good. I was planning on taking it to work, but then I'm like, my God, this looks like it's flat and dry. It looks pretty bad. Like, no, I'll make another one. And so I started eating it, and I've been having galette des rois for the past 2 days. My God, I'm gonna get fat. All right, so folks, today we're gonna hack. Surprise, surprise. We're gonna hack, we're gonna do some mini games. I think I wanna do some bite-sized things. Make it easier for everyone to follow. Here we go, we're just gonna plug in my stuff. I'm usually more ready than this gets in, huh? Just that yesterday I came in late. We were doing some shopping. We bought a present for so many people. For Saturday as well. I have a present for Edu and Hu. I'm not, do you have one? Did you get a present for your best friend? All right, opening this. I'm just gonna start the machines and then we'll start hacking aggressively, as we always do. Masterclass just for me. Oh yeah? Are you the only viewer? But yeah, of course. You're the privileged one. You're the chosen one. And you even get to see me eating galette. That's pretty unique. Alright. Folks, enough eating galette and more eating hacks. Alright, folks. We're gonna work on this. This is Play Pico CTF. It's a Pico CTF. It's really good. Oh yeah, you can't see, you can't see my screen. One day I should just stream like this the whole time, where you can only see the you can't see the screen. Just like improv seeing the screen. All right, there we go. Cool. So we're gonna do Pico CTF. If you don't know Pico CTF, it's really fun. It's plenty of little tests, and now we're advanced enough to go on the medium levels. I say this, but the medium levels are a bit challenging for us at the moment, huh? We have here, yesterday we did this web exploitation one, and we're gonna do it again today. We're gonna finish it, because yesterday we kind of broke our brain on this, and it's not easy. So, the game of this game, what we're gonna do, is there's a calculator, there's a loan calculator, so there's an application there. We're gonna open it here. And we can type in some different things in there. And what we're told is that this is an eval vulnerability. This is an eval function to calculate the loan. And I've read everywhere yesterday that this was very unsafe this was very unsafe of a construction, of a way to program. So we're definitely gonna find the hack there, and we're gonna try to find the thing that's called flag.txt. So we try to find that little piece of text, and that will get us the level, and then we can move on. Sounds good, folks? All right. So we have we're in ABC Bank. We're in ABC Bank, and it sounds good indeed. Wonderful. Thanks for Quetzalito. Oh man, that's a really good name, Quetzalito. Did you have the account before, or did you create it today? No, you probably had it before, no? But I don't know, you don't strike me as someone that goes on Twitch too much. Okay, so we have to bypassing will give you a okay. Unfortunately, they're using eval to calculate the loan. Bypassing this will give you remote code access, RCE. You can exploit the bank's calculator and read the flag. All right, remote code execution. What is that? We have to bypass this and get remote code execution. Let's just check out what remote code execution is. 5 minutes ago. Nice. Well, probably more, because you started chatting 7 minutes ago. So you're wrong. I'm just kidding. Please don't unfollow. Please stay. Please. All good. Okay, so we have this. What do we want to do? Craigasm, nice. All right, so let's figure out what remote code execution is. Remote code execution, because it says it here in this remote code execution, RCE. But the thing is, we don't see him. We don't know what it is, right? So let's figure it out. Maybe there's something else. Because yesterday we spent I think like 40 minutes on this without getting anywhere. So remote code execution is a critical cybersecurity vulnerability, allowing attackers to run malicious code on a remote system over a network. Getting unauthorized control, stealing data, deploying malware like ransomware, disrupting services, or pivoting to other systems. It happens by exploiting flaws like improper input validation, leading code injection. Okay, so there's a vulnerability identification. Attacker scan for software with weaknesses. So it's exactly what we have here. Yeah, exactly, like PHP's eval. Ooh. Processing unsanitized user inputs from forms, headers, or uploaded files. Okay. So we know that eval is vulnerable from this. I'm not sure if... How did Google just know that? Is this like common knowledge? Or are we getting spied on for searching other things such as eval? Could be either, huh? Alright. 2. Exploitation. They craft malicious input. Especially for design URL parameters that exploit the flaw. Okay, so this is what we're doing. This is at the phase we're at right now. Exploitation. We need to create the code. Exploiting eval or similar functions with user input. So folks, let's read a bit of a guide about how to exploit eval. Pentester tester guide to exploiting eval. All right, looks like we've been there yesterday. I think yesterday we didn't really have that much motivation. I was told by my partner that I was a bit boring. Just in my tone of voice. It happens. All right, OWASP defines code injections as a general type of attack that consists of injecting code that is then interpreted and executed by the application. Yeah, okay. Thanks, OWASP. Cobalt. Cobalt is a writing language, no? Cobalt.io. Nice. All right, how does it work? In this scenario, the PHP include function is in use with no input validation. To exploit the vulnerability, we'll be sorting our payload in an internal server called the external file and execute on the vulnerable server. Okay, so it's putting in their attacker website, PHP attacker website. Ah. Ooh. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you see it's what it's doing here. It's linking the vulnerable website, and then you say path, and then you upload an attacker payload directly from another website. That's pretty cool. Pretty advanced stuff, I'd say. Using 2 websites to communicate and hack each other. Pretty sick. In this example, the vulnerable PHP eval function is in use, which provides a quick, convenient way of executing string values as PHP code. Provides a quick, convenient way. Okay, wait one more time. The vulnerable eval function is in use, which provides a quick and convenient way of executing string variables as PHP code. Okay, string variables is just text, right? I say string variables. Well, anything can belong in a string, no? I think. Especially in the initial phases of development for debugging, which will cause the code injection. This source code looks like the following. PHP eval, echo, request parameter, dot, semicolon. The fuck? Excuse me, what? PHP eval, echo, space. Okay, All right, let's read it again. I'm not sure because it says here eval, but I think our bank is already using eval. All right? So I don't think we have to include it here. So let's just read this again. In this example, the vulnerable PHP eval function is in use, which provides a quick and convenient way of executing string variables as PHP code. Okay, especially in the initial phase of development or for debugging, which will cause the code injection. The source code looks like the following. Ah, okay. So the source code, so what's behind this, looks like this. Okay. So ultimately for us, it's the code that is running this. Right? So the rep parameter is being passed to the URL as the following. http vulnerablesite.com Parameter is equal to value. An attacker who is aware of eval function in use can be revealed via error message. Okay. Can send the following payload to exploit the vulnerability. PHP info. You want to try this, folks? PHP info. If successful, PHP info will be executed after echoing the parameter and will provide information about the configuration detail. All right, let's try this. Let's see if it yields anything. PHP info is not defined. Let's try copying more of it. Do we need to put it in the URL? Maybe we do. Maybe we do, folks. Let's try it. Let's try in the URL. picoctf this parameter value PHP info. All right, didn't get us anywhere. Did it not? Something happened, no? Bank load calculator. Yeah, I think just a JavaScript skipped or something. Because I have 5 minutes ago. Ooh. Parameter value. Let's try this. Value PHP info. A bit strange, no? I'm gonna try one more time. I don't know. Expected EOF while parsing. What does that mean? Unexpected EOF. End of function. End of file. So EOF as I input code. This is from 8 years ago. Jeez. We know the internet is old now when things pop up as 8 years ago, like by default. It's no longer 2 years ago. It's like old stuff nowadays. All right. So getting an error. I always get this error. Unexpected EOF while parsing. So what does this mean? I'll make it bigger for you folks. Unexpected EOF while parsing means that the end of your source code was reached before all blocks were completed. A block starts with a statement line for I in range 100 and requires at least one line afterwards that contains code that should be in it. What? For I in range 100 and requires at least one line afterwards that contains code that should be in it. What the fuck? It seems like you were expecting a program, you're executing program line by line in the IPython console. This works for a single statement, like a is equal to 3, but not for code blocks like loops. See the following example. All right, bit too complex. This is like fancy, advanced code. We're just looking for just a basic explanation of what that means. And that is our board ChatGPT. What does this mean? All right, we're gonna close a few tabs because we've done a lot of this. All right, there we go. Print hello. Okay, so you're missing here. Name subject. Okay, so yeah, the word you're missing last thing. So there's an error because we're missing the last something. All right, let's go back to our code. What did we type in there? We wanted to type this PHP info semicolon. Folks, maybe there's an eval and then we need to close the parentheses if we're in an eval setting. Right? Because eval gets introduced with a parenthesis and then you got to close this parenthesis, right? Maybe that's what's happening. Are we aligned? Let's try. Execute. Oh man, invalid syntax. Line 1. Do we need to declare PHP? Because yesterday we tried this. If it says eval, let's try to create, maybe we can create our own code that says eval and then we try to do it. Could work. Thank you for your input, man. Man, it really is me and you today. I like that. Didn't what? Oh fuck, dude. I keep forgetting what I say And then when I read the chat and someone reacts on it, I'm like, oh fuck, what was it? And then I try to remember, and usually they help me out. Didn't work. Yeah, didn't work. Happens. Didn't work. Happens, yeah. We have to try things. So maybe we can set up our own eval function and then study how it works to then like set up our own eval function. How would that work? Do we just create a web page? I think folks we should get a web page. Maybe we should get a domain with a little server behind. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, no? We get our own server here at home and or maybe connect it to the internet. But then who knows what's gonna happen if we connect it to the internet? People are gonna try to hack it, and not us. Or maybe you can only make it accessible via VPN, and we create our own VPN. Ooh, that's fancy. Ooh, that's pretty fancy. And then we can do this sort of things, eval and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Honestly, I think we should get a server, a little server. Why you being fancy? Hey XR, good to see you. Good morning. Good evening to you. So why are we being fancy? Why aren't we being fancy, XR? That's the first question. And then the answer to your question is that we want to understand how a val works. Because right now we're stuck a little bit on the Pico CTF. And I want to get an understanding of why our code is not working properly. And I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great to have our own server with a val on it that runs exactly like this, and then we can see both sides, the attacker side and the defender side. Touche. Hmm. Thank you. Are you smoking pipe by the fireplace? Reading the newspaper? um, XR, I hope you're ready for the exam. Like a few days ago, you were a 7 out of 10. What's your level now? Jenkins, bring me teeth. Oh, that's pretty cool. Jenkins is like the fanciest characters, the fanciest character in oh, look at that. He's even a little bit bald. That's when you know they're fancy. When your waiters are a little bit bald. Oh, there's a real person. Fleming Jenkins. All right, we have to see that. Aviso de redirección. Let's go. The professor of engineering at the University of Edinburgh. He invented the teleférico. Cabinas, really? He invented that? It's this old, the teleférico? Damn. Wow, it's an old method of transport. Wow, that's really cool. Upset because I did not notice the start time and I am physically unable to make it to testing facility in time and missed the rescheduled cutoff deadline. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Upset because I did not notice the start time. Oh, no. XR, no. Shit. Also, there's money in the trash can. Fudge. And why can't you make it? You have work or something? What the fuck? This is scary. Oh man, that really sucks. Sorry to hear. I would totally be the kind of person to make this mistake as well. It feels bad. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Latest I can leave from getting the kids to school is 7:50 a.m. and it starts. Wow, and it starts. It's 45 minutes away. And your partner can't do it, or like a friend or something. I'm sure you've thought about it, so I'm not really helping. But wow, it's 45 minutes. So yeah, you can't teleport. Latest I can leave my from getting the kids to school is 8. Yeah, Damn, man. Father responsibilities. All right, so on our side, what are we up to here? Vulnerable site. So PHP info, system value. Oh, we can try this. Maybe system LSL. I'm suggesting we try a bunch of stuff, but this is being filtered out. LS I remember is being filtered out. One vehicle out of school district, so no bus. I have to pick up the partner from work as well due to the one vehicle law. SNAFU as per usual. And renting a car is not good either, right? I mean, dude, renting a car. I mean, it's probably gonna be cheaper than buying another class. Situation normal, all fucked up. Yeah, I man. Yeah, you drive around a bit, and yeah, your partner works at night, right, as a nurse. So yeah, it's difficult. Difficult. All right, unexpected error. This and the kids can't wait outside in the cold. No, that'd be a bit. I'm guessing. All right, so we're here. We're hacking ABC Bank. Please, don't report me. ABC Bank is wants to be hacked. If you call ABC Bank, we on Pico. That's right, my good sir. We're on Pico and we're doing this. But we LS is forbidden. We need to get some remote code execution, and we spent a bit of time on this. I don't know. Pico sometimes can be a bit tricky. Bypass rejects. The flag is flag.txt. Oh, really? It's slash flag.txt. So that means it's on the root directory. Um, well, the thing is, there's several things that are blocking us. Cat is blocked. The dot is blocked. So we need to find a way to paste it somewhere else. You might need encoding or dynamic construction to bypass restrictions. What is dynamic construction, folks? Head flag.txt. Oh, that's really good. Oh yeah, we don't need to cat. You're right. Head is really good. Head flag. Wait. We just tapped a one. Hold on. Head. And now I type one parenthesis. Okay. I thought when you type one parenthesis, another one was created. I'm like, wow. But no. Head flag dot txt. The thing is, dot is gonna get spotted. They don't like dot. Whoops. Let's just search what dynamic construction is. If my friend Ketsen is still in the chat, he's into construction, so he'll like that. Una empresa de construcción que enfatizan la adaptabilidad, eficiencia y los usos de tecnología avanzadas, como BDC. VDC, alright. Code. Well, we're still not there. Alright, dynamic construction. Hacking. C++ dynamic classes. This is for UXR. Hacking smart buildings. No, we're not into that. What is dynamic construction in coding? Let's ask ChatGPT. What is in coding? Let's figure it out. Dynamic construction in coding means creating program elements at runtime instead of writing them explicitly in advance. Huh. Oh, right. How's this going to help us bypass characters? Core idea, simple. Instead of this, static, user is equal to Alice, user2 is equal to Bob, you say users for name in name list, users append username, okay? The number, shape, or behavior of things isn't fixed ahead of time. Okay, I understand that. It's like when you do and stuff like this, right? Dynamic object instruction. Objects created based on runtime data. CLS, globals, okay, class name, object in class, okay. Tricky. Payload is equal to cat.flag.txt payload $sign. Pipe $sign payload. All right, I'm down to try it. I think though there's a few things that will get flagged, like flag.txt, the cat and the dot will maybe get flagged. Let's try it. Payload is equal to cat flag.txt. I think we can even put a slash here. Flag.txt. Close this, pipe it, and then we say $sign payload. What does a $sign do in PHP? XR, do you know? I feel like we have it sometimes, but a lot of the time it's not, or it doesn't like the word cat. A lot of the time it doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me. All right, let's try head. Let's see if that changes things. All right, it doesn't like the dot. In bash, it calls the variables and runs what you're assigned in the variable payload. Okay, in bash, it calls the variable and runs what you've assigned in the variable payload. Okay. I see. So it's like an execution command. It's like the // in bash, I think. All right, payload. Let's see. We still have the dot here. That's an issue. How can we transform a dot into something? Let's go to our good app CyberChef to figure it out. All right, we go here. Our dot, yeah. And then we want to maybe how would you want to code it? To base 64 maybe? LGO equals. We can try that. Let's see what happens. Control V. Oh yeah, did I paste cat? Oh fudge, no I can't. Wait, I should go back. Alright. LGO, and this is head. Oh no, oh nice, they've been blocked. Likely ban evader restricted, nice. Sorry. Or head flag star, you like that? Head flag star, alright, let's try it. I agree. This way we avoid the dot altogether. Execute all payload. I'm gonna copy it. Execute. Okay, there's still a dot somewhere. What? Where's the dot in there? It doesn't like the bracket sign, I think. Forbidden word. Oh, so the dot was not an issue, I think. It was the quotation mark. The quotation mark was the issue. Head flag. Yeah, this is a challenging one. How do you declare a string without having quotation marks? And we asked ChatGPT yesterday. It was not doable. All right, if we can't do this within the next like 10 minutes, we're gonna cheat a little bit because this is taking a while. And the answer feels a bit silly. It's not too much. We're not too far off. It's just that we can't do it. All right, maybe we can do the quotation marks and put these to base 64. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT on this. Let's try it. So if I want to take a character, I want to take this. If I wanted to make a code that refuses to, let's take PHP code, take special characters, can I transform them in another type to, hey, yeehaw, hello Brooke. Nice to see you, welcome back. Are we all showered up, hydrated? Oh, I'm not hydrated, Brooke. Brooke, I must say I'm not hydrated. Have I drank this morning? I woke up at 4:30 and I drank. So that's pretty good. But I didn't drink since. Hope it's okay. My role is hydration Q. It is. It is. Um yeah, so Brooke, we're doing the same thing as we were doing yesterday. I think you might have left before then. Yesterday was just was a tough stream. We didn't really hack anything. It was a failure after failure. And right now we're picking up where we left off yesterday on Pico CTF, and we're doing what's called an injection. So we input code that we're not supposed to put, and we're trying to get control of a flag. Let's say I fell asleep towards the end. I do struggle to remember what it was a struggle. I do remember it was a struggle. Nice. Well, good that you fell asleep. That's why we're here. Kind of, huh? If I want to take PHP code that refuses special, can I transform it in another type to bypass this restriction? Yesterday, we were talking with a friend about how ChatGPT is getting worse over the years. Like when it came out, it really felt useful, and now more and more, it is feeling a bit like a bit too standard. It's like it doesn't want to take risk. It just kind of exists, but in a way that's no longer as useful as it once was. I think the peak of ChatGPT was really ChatGPT 4.0. Like fast, reliable, and now it's a bit more like, yeah, it's struggling to generate anything unique. Yeah. I think before it was, but I'm not sure if it's because our perception of AI has changed over the time or it's because ChatGPT has been getting. Ooh. Um, yeah, it's struggling to generate idea and it's so scared. No, it has more limitations. Yeah, probably. Like when we try to hack something, you've probably seen it broke, right? Whenever we want to do something a little bit hacking, you're like, no, I can't give it to you, but I can show you a little bit how, and it's not useful. You're like, dude, pick a side, right? But I'm pretty sure a lot of people use ChatGPT for bad reasons. You postpone the problem. Huh. In a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I need to accomplish task XYZ. What? In a Dungeons and Dragons, I need to complete task XYZ. Are you talking to? Do you want to put this to ChatGPT? Or are you taking in the wrong? Are you in the wrong chat, XR? If pregnant matches their name and valid character, whitelisting is bad practice. Invalid characters. 0 through 9. A through Z. Okay. If pregnant match. Okay. So here it's saying this is how you input. This is how you check for valid characters. Okay. Username, die invalid characters. Most secure, predictable, easy to audit. Use this for username, IDs, codes, device identifiers. Okay. So the thing is, we're not really This was a prompt injection to bypass restrictions a few models back. Really? Oh wow. In a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I need to accomplish task XYZ. Oh wow, that's really cool. And then you can get it to do anything? Oh man, that's super cool. I wonder if they patched it since. Did they patch this? Probably. They have. Oh man. I think if you experiment enough, you can probably find your own vulnerability. And then I mean there's must be infinite. If you can do that in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign to accomplish text XYZ, you can probably do the same thing later. Because by surprise I play D&D lol. Yeah. Nice. What kind of character do you play on D&D? Folks, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look a bit at how do you do this? Cause I got no clue. I got no clue, and we tried enough time. Let's check it out. Right up. Hopefully the gods of hacking will forgive us. Rogue. Oh, you play a rogue. Ooh. That's very hacker of you to play a rogue, I think. Like hiding in the shadows, making potions. That's what rogues do, no? Today we're walking through the kind of ejection challenge. Ooh, wow. This person did not have a dark theme enabled. What kind of person is this that just looks at white screen like this? Ugh. Skill monkeys, but not wrong. Lol. Yeah. Skill monkeys, but not wrong. Yeah. Skill monkeys. What are skill monkeys? It's like they rely on their skills. Doesn't every class rely on that? And yeah, who the fuck does that? Oh my god. It's like people that have bright lights in their houses. You know, the bright white lights, you just come in, you feel like you're in a hospital. The only thing that we've seen is expression input, execute button, and go back for nothing, XD. So now you may figure out what we need to do, right? An injection challenge and only one user input. That must be where we should pass payload 2. Yeah, the horde skills. One rogue is like another. Is not like another. So there's many different types of it. Nice. I used to play a warrior myself, just a classical tank. I started with 18 strength, and I'm like, okay, where do I go from here? And so I was just the bull of the team. I was a female character, a female orc, and I played her, I think, for like 2 or 3 days. That was pretty fun, but I didn't quite enjoy it as much as my peers did, and I did pretty bad. I didn't care a ton. For me, it didn't feel real D&D. It's like if it's not in front of a screen, if it doesn't like exist too much, if it takes this long, then it doesn't feel real. I didn't quite get into the world that much. But I can see how it can totally be fun for other people. I have a lot of friends that do it. I tried to test analysis and logic. I tried some tests to figure out. So folks, we're doing for right now, for anyone that has come just now, we're doing Pico CTF challenge, and we've been doing it for over an hour if you can count the time that we spent yesterday. And right now we're kind of like, okay, let's figure out how some smart person did it, some insane person that uses not dark theme, and then we maybe can try to keep pushing it for ourselves. So right now we're reading the solution, or a solution. So let's see. I try to find some way. I think program use rejects. They use light mode because it attracts the bugs to be exploited. Nice. Yeah. You told us this once. It's a really good one. Analytics. I tried some tests to find out the way to execute. Hey, do you know why bugs are attracted to light? I figured this out the other day. It's kind of tragic. I tried some tests to find out the way to execute commands, but they failed. I think the program used regex to filter some characters or an input. Okay, regex. What is regex? Reject can be used to filter out characters. Let's ask ChatGPT about this. Because we've seen reject as a hint here. If we go here and type hint 1, we see bypass rejects. So rejects is an actual function. Is rejects a function? Can it be used for input filtering? Short answer, rejects is not a function. Oh, okay. Rejects is equal to regular expression. Okay, okay. It's like ChatGPT's stochastic gradient. Descent is overcorrecting. What? It's like ChatGPT's stochastic gradient. Descent is overcorrecting. It's like overcoming. It's English. I swear it is. I'm crackling. It's a way to train neural networks using back propagation. LMAO, your prompt. Sure, it's being so kind now that I say hi, chat. Let's bring it down to plain language. Jokingly saying you or ChatGPT are trying too hard to fix mistakes and swinging too far the other way. Wow, you fancy broke. Like ChatGPT's stochastic gradient descent is overcorrecting. Trying too hard to fix mistake and swing too far the other way. Oh wow, that's pretty deep. That's actually a really good way to say it. A stochastic gradient descent. This is a learning model used to train AI. Oh my god. Makes a guess, see how wrong it was, adjusts slightly itself. Repeats this many times. Oh, so if it corrects itself, it just creates a pendulum. My god. Brooke, you're genius. Overcorrecting. You turned the knob too much. Oh, that's a great way of saying it. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's check out what rejects does. Okay, so rejects is just regular... I got to give you props on that one. I'm broke. Yeah, it's a good one. Alright, regular expression. XR told us. So if it's a regular expression, it's not much, it's not very complicated, no? Regular expression, echo, HTML, okay, whatever. This is proper defense. Okay. Well, attacking seems a bit easier than defending, because yeah, pragmatic this. Okay, this is good stuff. I'm guessing if I were a developer, I'd have this on hand for anything I develop. If this is like the best, I guess people make mistakes. All right, so we got this. So we're not interested in this. Let's go back to our thingy here. And the thing that disturbed me was the fact that it said rejects as kind of like a function. Right? Sorry, you said it's not a function, it's just a regular expression. And ChatGPT confirmed, so yeah. To filter out characters in your input. So this is kind of bullshit, the fact that it's that's looking like a function. Some keywords like cat.txt, vv are also forbidden. The program displays the return value. of the evaluated expression. For example, when you execute print 1. Print 1. The print 1 function returns output 1 to std out. Okay. The program displays return value print, for example, when you execute print 1. All right, let's see it. Let's see print 1. Let's do it. We have too many things open. This dynamic construction. We understood that. Base 64. This we can close. Mode code execution we can close too. All right, pretty sure this is dead. Launch a new instance. All right, and let's open up our website. And let's type print 1 and see if it treats it properly. Print 1. Result, none. Excuse me. The program displays the return value of evaluate expression. For example, when you execute print 1. What? It doesn't do that. The fuck? The hell? Print 1. Oh. Result, none. Excuse me, what? However, the function always displays none in Python. Okay. Thus the program shows result none. Oh, okay. That was normal. Just read until the end. This is the actual return value of the expression. From all these things above, let's try to figure out how to solve this challenge. All these things above, all this, from all things, what I don't think this is English. From all this things above. All right, I'm not good enough to understand Brook. Ooh, search flag, you like it? But this from all this things above sounds a bit weird. All right, search flag. Flag. All right, I'm down. Let's do it. No, name search is not defined. Is that a PHP code? You're here? No, I was just saying, Brooke, earlier that where our level lies between it's lower than Brooke's level from what you said earlier, but it's like it's a little bit better to not be able to understand this from all this things above. I think the person wanted to say these things above, but then again they just put a capital letter here. Maybe it's translated from earlier, like Google Translate. Should be a regex, but oh well. Yeah, something's happening here. It might be Python, huh? From C, my idea is whether we can create a function with content of reading flag.txt, and then result will print out like what I tried with print 1. And the answer is yes. We have it. We do have. Okay. In Python, one feature called dynamic class creation can do this. Okay. Type dynamic class object method lambda self1 method. Okay. Above is my basic dynamic class. Okay, cool. And absolutely program responded back with result 1. So what I want is that the function will read the flag.txt file and return the content. I will change my code a little. The function now will look like this. Huh. Reject, okay. Let's do it. Reg egg. All right, let's try it. Rex. We're going to follow XR, folks. Rex egg rejects quick start. All right, quick start at PHP. Awesome. Ooh la la. All right. What the hell? Feels like a quest in a D&D portal. The tables are referenced, the terms below are referenced to basic regex. This is much easier to read. While reading the rest of the site, when you doubt, you can always come back and look here. If you want to bookmark, it's a direct link to the regex reference tables. I encourage you to print the tables so you have a cheat sheet on your desk for quick reference. Dude, if I started printing out everything I needed for quick reference, holy moly. Regex accelerated chord. Okay. For easy navigation, here are some of the jumping points to the various pages. But what the fudge? The tables are not exhaustive for two reasons. First, every regex flavor is different, and I don't want to crowd the page with overly exotic syntax. Full reference to the particular regex flavors you'll be using. It's always best to go straight into the source. In fact, for some regex engines such as Perl, P, C, RE, Java, and .NET, you may want to check once a year, as the creators often introduce new features. Woof! It's cool. The world's tyrannosaurical regex tutorial. What the fudge is regex? What is a regular expression? I need to understand this better, folks. Regex. What is regex used for? A regex expression, shortened as regex or regexp, sometimes referred to as a rational expression, is a sequence of characters that specifies a match pattern in text. Usually in search patterns are used by string searching algorithms for find and replace operations on strings, or for input validation. Huh. What is regex for dummies? That's better. Regex is a sort for regular expression is a powerful sequence of characters that form a search pattern. It is a character string that describes a specific pattern of characters and is used to perform operations like search, replace, and stuff like this. Do you have an example? History. Regular expressions originated in 1951 by probably the smart cookie, Stephen Cole Clean, who introduced the concept. What a badass. What a badass. Cole Clean. Describe regular languages using mathematical notation called regular events. Huh. Regular events. Those are in theoretical computer science. What the fuck? In the subfield of automata theory. Models of computation and the description of classification of formal languages. Motivated by Clean's attempt to describe early artificial neural networks. Wow, this is advanced stuff. Motivated by Clean's attempt to describe early artificial neural networks. Clean introduces an alternative to make Clutchy's pit prehensible, but admitted we would welcome any suggestion as more descriptive term. To a more descriptive term. Other early implementation of pattern matching include the Snowball. We've heard about this, no? Snowball is a series of programming languages developed between 1962 and 1967 at AT&T. This one is well known, the Snowball language, which did not use regular expressions, but instead its own pattern matching constructions. It's one of the right rabbit holes to go down. I don't know, but you said one of the hints was regex, lol. Yeah, no, you're right, and I think it is. I mean, the thing mentions it over there. Like, isn't this kind of regex? A dynamic object, method, lambda, self-open, flag.txt. Python is so complete, folks. Read. What do we have a random bracket here? And so previously, flag.txt is being flagged. So this dude is putting in bytes from hex. Oh, from hex decode UTF-8. Oh my god, look at how they did that. This is really interesting. They, instead of flag.txt, they encoded it to hex, and then you decode it yourself, and therefore you bypass this. And now we can just copy this. Oh my lord. This was not an easy one. It was not a medium one. What the hell? What the hell? Don't use unsecure functions. Yeah. All right, we're definitely, we're kind of cheating on this one, huh? Maybe we didn't deserve the flag. I think we worked, yeah, what the heck? I agree, Brooke. I agree. Should I copy the thing? I think I should copy the whole thing. This way we write down this. I mean, maybe we didn't deserve a flag, but at least we know that we've done it. All right, this has really high notes. Wow. And look at this bright stuff. Oof. Maybe it's the way. Maybe we'd be. I am drifting. I mean, it wasn't easy and it wasn't hard. It was medium hard. Yeah, you think so? And maybe I haven't faced the really hard levels yet. And I'm thinking this is really hard. I used to think that the easy things were not easy, but I think hackers do tend to, like, the people that write this, they say this is easy because maybe they have some basics on computers and stuff like this. But for us, that, like me and XR and mate Brooke as well, we don't come from regular hacking. We don't come from computer science or anything. Hello, Vladimir Build. Not like this. Why are you not liking this? Is it because of the flag that we put in there? Or is it because of our evaluation of what's medium, hard, and stuff like this? It was medium hard. Okay, I can take that. But, like, how do you come up with this stuff? And I believe this is Python. This, the flag.txt, we could have come up with it. I agree. This is pretty this is pretty good. Just that it's a bit fancy. I mean, this is Python and it says PHP. So I don't know how. It's exposure. If you haven't experienced the pattern before, you can. How can you recognize the pattern? Hey, Jim the Dandy's here. Poop pants. Still not Jim the Dandy, but yeah, thanks for being here and asking us. It's like you're always here and it's appreciated. Thanks for coming back. Poop pants? No. Anyone? Clearly El Quetzalito. It's exposure. You haven't experienced a pattern before. We can recognize a pattern. Exactly. Yeah, El Quetzal is a friend of mine. He's in a transition too. If I can expose you, yeah, he's a trained engineer, and he now wants to. Well, he's now in construction, building, doing construction work, renovation work, and I think he's very happy doing this. So yeah, kind of like us a bit. Need much more exposition. Nice. Do you want to share the address of of where you are and what house you're renovating? Uh, but yes, he's got some cool projects. So yeah, we're all evolving a bit. We're all evolving and starting new stuff. So different levels of difficulty, right? Code exposition. Haha, I don't get you. Code exposition? Do you want to make a cybersecurity joke? Okay, so let's see. I want to see. Okay, we done this. We're gonna move on to another Pico CTF. It's just I want to understand a bit more about this. Whether there was a PHP form of solution. Whether there was a PHP. Okay, eval might have been Python, huh? Let's access the with burp. So the access with burp. The only thing that there's expression input and execute button go back for nothing xd. So burp didn't really yield anything. I like reading code and trying to figure out what the code logic flows and then rewriting the code as well. Yeah, instead of just copying, pasting it. Yeah, okay. How do you get the logic of this though? Type dynamic class. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, is that an HTTP thing? Looks more like an HTTP declaration. All right, then it says object. So we're declaring the type class is object. It's an array. Okay, okay. Maybe I should stop complaining as much. All right, type is object. I'm not sure why we have parentheses here to signal object and why here it's empty after the comma. Comma, method. Method is lambda, self, open, flag.txt. Read. Read this. Okay. Self open. Okay. Method lambda. I'm not sure what that means. But type. So it's like we're declaring something. What does type do in Python? Type in Python. Right, type function returns the type of specified object. I'm just getting started with this, and this is very advanced for me, lol. Oh, wow. Nice. Good. We're all in the same boat, folks. Brooke is beginning in cyber. XR is getting some certifications, like kind of early in your... Okay, really? I have to click on all this? Oh my god. Like, yeah, guys, this is not legal. This is illegal shit. You can't do that. Like, for GDPR, according to GDPR, it should be just as easy to accept cookies as it is to not accept cookies. But yeah, people don't, there's no sanctions, so people don't give a shit. So yeah, switching website. Can I send the code? Can I see the code? Of course, Ghost. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello, people. How's it going? Yes. Wait, for me, I see that you just replied to yourself. Okay, okay. So it's just a bug from multicast. Hey, good Ghost. We're doing right now a challenge on Pico CTF, and we spent a lot of time, and we ultimately looked at a write-up, and we're gonna give you a full background so you know, and it's inside we have an application, because Ghost is quite good. If we're beginners, Ghost is way more advanced than we are, and here we have this, and we're told that it's an eval. There we go. Eval function. And so we read a write-up, and we're wondering how to make sense of this here. This is the function that they ultimately use. Well, they changed something afterwards, but we're trying to understand what this all means. So I'll give you a second to read it, and I'll check out the chat. Eval, nice, you understand. Dynamic class, undefined object. It's declaring the method. Huh. Tell us about what you're up to, Vladimir Bells. Are you a student in cybersecurity? Are you already a working professional looking to converge to cybersecurity? What's your path? What's your road? What's your pathway? I'm actually interested though. I'm kidding, but I'm very interested. Dynamic class, undefined object. It's declaring the method. Okay, dynamic class. So, okay. Dynamic class. I'm reading XR's comment here. Huh? Dynamic class, undefined object. It's declaring the method. Okay. Got it. And then the method is lambda and self-open flag. Self-open flag.txt read method. So we're declaring something, and then we're telling it to read, and then once we finish declaring the function, for some reason we have a double parenthesis. Not sure why. And then we type method. What does a double parenthesis do in Python? I know we use it sometimes. What does it do? Why do we have it sometimes? Is it just to execute? Is it how Python works? When I think it's to execute something when we don't have to specify a variable inside. But please let me know. It's declaring the method function, so method is called reads out. All right, and we got ghost. XR is saying dynamic class undefined object. Okay. Eval, it's for calling a function method. Execute function without arguments. Okay, this is double parenthesis. Yeah, without arguments. Nice. It's calling function method. Okay, so do we get it, folks? I feel like I still don't really get it. So we declared a type. I still want to understand what type does. The type function is mostly for debugging purposes. Two different types of arguments can be passed to type function. Single and 3 arguments. If a single argument type object is passed, it returns a type of the given object. If 3 arguments type object basis dict are passed, the dictionary, it returns a new type object. Parameter object required. It is if only one parameter is specified, the type function returns a type of this object. If only one character is specified, okay, got it. Does that make sense for us? So object required for one parameter specified, it will just return the type. Oh, this is a string. This is a boolean or something like this. True or false, things like this. Does it make sense for you? You just Uno reverse carded me. This could be a nice emoji to have. I think I want to create emojis, like chat emojis that are custom for our channel. I'd like to do that. It's just I want to do that. It's just that I don't know. Maybe we need to become premium to do this. Become a paid channel where people should subscribe and everything. And I'm not sure I want that. Still not sure. I haven't done fully my research yet, but okay. Whatever. Cool story, bro. Please more hacking. You got it. Bases, tuples of class from which current class derives later corresponds to the bases attribute. A dictionary that holds the namespace for the class later responds to the dict attribute. Okay. Tuple of classes from which the current class derives later corresponds to the, okay. Kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't. Kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't. Let's go back to the thingy here. We have a bit too many tabs. So this is the first part. We're declaring something, dynamic class. Okay. Object. Are we defining object later? No, we're not. My God. This is the first, this is the second. I don't know what object does. Object and nothing. Let's try to still understand it, folks. It might be annoying, but I think it's really important for us to understand it. So base, object here is clearly the base, I think, because object bases. Tuples of classes from which the current class derives later corresponds to the base attribute. So what are we doing here? Lol, this is too advanced for now. I would say don't get into this now. The study is getting too diversified. I have to crash out. Good night until tomorrow. All right, good luck, XR. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, you're right, Ghost, I think. A little bit too advanced for now. It can be tempting, though, to try to understanding everything. And Vladimir, you don't want to tell us what's your path, what's your journey in cybersecurity? I understand that if you want to stay quiet for now. I just also want to welcome you. I'm not kidding. I want to welcome you to say things. Okay, I like this kind of thing, and cybersecurity caught my attention, so I decided to learn about it this year. Oh, really cool, really nice. What is it that you like about cybersecurity? We all have different reasons why we like cybersecurity. What's your main reason? What about it do you find fun? And folks, I know I like to kid around a bit, But when I ask something, I mean it. Like I'm like legitimately interested. I don't know. Sometimes I can come off as a little bit too jokey, I think. So just trying to make sure that that people know that I'm kidding. It's not. I'm actually interested in stuff. Just that, folks. All right, hold on. I'm being a boomer. Wait, how do you do this? You gotta do this, no? There we go. That's how Gen Zs do it. All right, ABC Bank. Cool, we did this one. How about we do a little bit of an easy one to just get back into comfortable mode, get easy. Oh wow, the easy ones are done way more than the other ones, than the medium ones. We did a few of them. Intro to burp. All right, this one doesn't like very much. Unify, web decode. All right, this one has the best reviews. Let's try to do it. Do you know how to use Web Inspector? Additional details will be available after launching your instance. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Yay, ha. Looking for a flag? Keep navigating. Happy, keep searching. Don't give up. All right, that looks interesting. Inspect. Banner. Sec footer. Copyright 23, your name. All rights reserved. Okay, it's not here. Header. Header. Logo container. No, nothing here. Nothing here. About. Okay, contact. Ha! You looking for a flag? Keep navigating. Okay. All right, maybe it's in our cookies. Titan, Pecan, TTF, no. Session, oh. Dark Reader, okay, never mind, it's not that. Hey, LB Mercury, hello, hello. We're doing some Pico CTF. Just chilling and doing some Pico. So hello and good to see you. You're looking for a flag. I'm thinking it might be in this image. It might be in this lovely image of this lovely person. Go to the network tab and click on reload. Hey, hey. Are you from the Nordics? This hey feels like you're from the Nordics. Like, if you are from the Nordics, can we guess your country? All right, Titan. Multi-page HTML, favicon PNG. Okay, this is this one. If you are from the Nordics, we definitely need to guess your country. And you're gonna have to answer yes or no to stuff in the chat and from me. Style at CSS. Maybe it's in CSS. Geeko. No, doesn't look like we have anything here. Fonts, again, Google API. I don't think that's it. Binding dark GIF. GIF. I'll be Mercury. Are you from the Nordics? I'm down for a guessing game. All right, it's not here. I don't think it's in favicon. I'm really liking this this theory of it's in the image. Perhaps though we can first explore here in CSS. Let's see. Box sizing, no. Dark reader, no. Lato, dark reader. Color scheme, dark important. This is probably from dark reader. Pseudo element. Not sure what those are. Check page source as well. What is page source? There's actually a few tabs here. About. You're inspecting your page, you might find it here. Try inspecting the page, you might find it here. Maybe not. Contact me. Keep searching, don't give up. Alright, let's go to the last one first. Alright, let's explore everything. Div, A index. Binding, ooh. What the fudge is that? Do you see this GIF? The fudge is that? It's on every page. That's a strange image, isn't it? Contact me. Don't give up. There's a few things we need to look at here. All right. Don't give up. Footer. Okay, so it's not an HTML here. Maybe it's a network. We can try network here, or maybe memory, no storage. It's not in the cookies. I don't know what that means. What it means. No. So are you, okay? I'm not gonna insist anymore. All right, contact.html, style.css, fonts API, dark bind. Okay, so this doesn't look like anything. And CSS doesn't really show anything that looks flaggy. I'm down to check out the images here. This one is kind of sus, and it's always here. Save image as. I'll save it in pictures. And we can do some what's called steganography. And folks, do you know what the best thing about steganography is? Is that you can brag about it when you can say it, and it's really cool to say. And whenever you say it, you can explain it to people what it is. Like, oh yeah, I do steganography. So steganography, folks, because if I'm gonna do the fun thing about it, CD pictures. No need for this. Pictures. Is reading hidden messages in images. So let's open up this, whoopsies, ls la, and we have here, what do we save it? All right, ls lat, cool, fail portal, black template, screenshots, images, a JPEG. All right, which one is the one from today? Today's January 8th. Ooh, binding dark GIF. So we're gonna open our notes on steganography. You can use strings to display the text of an image. All right, let's do it. Strings. Wait, how do you do that? Strings, no, you don't need to do, wow. I'm getting messed up in my languages. Parentheses do not belong on bash, I think. Binding dark GIF, let's see. Ooh. All right, do we see any special flag? We can grep flag. Ooh. We can grep Pico. All right, let's do it again. And then we grep. No result. Damn it. Because flags for Pico are done with, I say Pico, no? If we look here, unexpected error. I think the flags for Pico tend to be say Pico. They at least have brackets. Now we can see maybe it explains here. Yeah, Pico CTF. And then the flag inside is the format. No, folks, I thought we had it. It's not steganography there. Maybe it's in the first one? Ooh. Save image, multiple HTML image 1.jpg. All right, let's keep looking. Steganography. So we just saved it. ls lat. What is it called? Multiple HTML image. Okay, we just looked at it. Strings. Multiple. Oh, excuse me. Multi-page. There we go. And then we grep. No. No. Maybe there's a hidden message in there anyway. Let's check it out. Oh, it really just looks like an image. Aïe, aïe, aïe. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Are they trolling us? Why is there all the... Why are there all like C, D, E? Maybe that we're getting trolled. Ads. No. GIF exif. 230 ASCII. NS Adobe XGAP 10. This is like white dude 101. This image. Keep navigating. Okay, so it's not here. Happy searching. Don't give up. Where else could it be, folks? About and contact me. Did we search about me? I don't think we did. Inspect. Try inspecting the page. You might find it there. About container. About. Huh. Footer, div, copyright. So it's not there. Contact. Not sure here. Network. Reload. Titan. Dark GIF. Memory. Storage. Man. Alright, so where could it be? We searched iconography. We searched network. PNG. Console inspector. Should we open up Burp Suite? I'm not sure if Burp Suite is going to help us anyway. Which one is this? It is Pico CTF's web decode. You know how to search? Use the web inspector. What is it? Web inspector. Web inspector is just inspect. You just right click and you inspect. So yes, iconography is a bit too advanced, I think. Maybe it's in this animation. Inspect. How you looking for the flag? Keep navigating. Overflow. What does overflow mean? This element is calling an element to overflow. Are you going to try to look with us? Ghost is joining the action. Overflow. This element is causing an overflow. Pico. Alright, it's not here. We can just Pico this, huh? You're right. Pico. In the different HTML, maybe it's going to be there. Pico. No matches. Contact me. Inspect. It's nice that the flag is... it's nice that the flag is sometimes visible. Good try. Thank you very much, El Casalito. I agree, it was a good try. Man, you should do a construction stream, man. I would follow for sure. Just seeing you build stuff. It would keep you company too. Having some... and we can promote each other. Like I'd send the viewer... I mean, dude, Quetzal, I don't have... there's this principle on Twitch. Folks, Quetzal is a friend of mine that... that is just renovating a house. And there's no one I can send my viewers to at 8 a.m. when I finish. Usually. No one in cybersecurity, at least. And I haven't made the effort to look for other people. But, dude, if you're doing construction work, I'm 100% sending people over after you so that you pick up. I'll send you some bricks. You send me some flags. Oh, nice. Yes, sure. Sure. We'll build an empire together this way. Nice. All right, Pico. So it's not in there either. I think Ghost is going to have it in 0.5 minutes. So this is not there. It's not there. Maybe it's in CSS, style editor. All right, let's go back to inspector. We can search. Pico. It's not there. Pico, not there. Pico, not there. Huh. Where else could it be? Storage. No present data. Cage data. No, not there. Pico. Oh, dark reader. Nope. Huh. Accessibility? No. Application? No. Performance? No. Style editor? We can edit our styles ourselves here. Network. Let's try one more time. Network. Get. Can we search for something? Pico. Ooh. Hold on a second. Pico? Host Titan Pico.net. Okay. Makes sense. So it's our first positive returns. Cookies. None. Requests. None. Response. None. Cache. No. Timing. No. Huh. Document. Cookies. Request. Page. Don't give up. Rights reserved. Home about. Okay. Cache. Headers. Man, even the basic ones were struggling. Tag. Oh, fudge. You can't see everything. This is not incredible. HTML, HTTP, okay. Titan, Pico, CTF, Google APIs. Pico. Style it CSS. We don't need to navigate a directory here. I don't think a directory attack is what we're looking for. Console, cookies, request, response, cage, timing. All right, we did this on the home page. Console, debug, network. A true treasure must be well hidden. Oh, Kitson, you're so good. Yes, a true treasure must be well hidden. If you find it too easily, it's not hidden. That's beautiful. You should give up construction to be a poet. Just keep on switching jobs, man. Yeah, let's go. Pico. Blob. Anonymous code. Ooh. Wait, what? Debugger. Control F. Pico. Wait, there's something called anonymous code. And there's no flag in there? Blob. And there's no flag in here. Argument length, get number from string, match, non-object, else if. There's no flag, get own property descriptor, define property. My god, this is long. Pico. Really, there's no Pico in there. My lord. Really? I thought it'd be such a good place to hide the object, to hide a flag. Folks, I'm a bit cold. I'm going to turn on the heating. And get hydrated. Thanks, Brooke. All right, folks. Cats, I'm wondering, are we doing something later? And folks, I'm not sure where it is. Maybe, oh, I think it's Dark Reader. Anonymous code is probably from Dark Reader. Maybe. I'm not sure. If document element standoff. Yeah, dark. Okay, so this is Dark Reader. It's not. It's not real. It's not. What does it mean? Function try, function set constant arguments, flag done. Wait, var flag is equal to done. No, we must display that. Performance, memory. Jeez. Contact me, document, state, random, relations. I think we're discovering a bit about this piece though. There's so many pieces to it. I think like the browser looks simple, but oh my god, there's so many moving pieces. All right, get Titan, Pico, image, Titan, Pico, CTF, Mozilla, cookies, no, request, no, response. All we get is this. Okay, cache, timing, stack. Woof. Folks, what would you do if you were me? You're facing a challenge like this. What are we up to? What do we do? What do you do? Can you change parameters in the console? Oh, that's actually a good question. I'm not sure if you did on purpose, but wow, that's a good question. I mean, you know about IT, right? Because you're an engineer. Like flag equals visible. Oh, wow. I like that idea. Var flag, okay. Console. Alright, let's freaking do this. That's a really good get. Alright, can we just type in stuff in the console? Flag is not defined. Cat, unexpected token identifier. I wonder what code this what code does the Firefox console work on? It works on JavaScript. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, let's ask ChatGPT to build a code to display the flag. ChatGPT. Can you write code that that's a really good guess, Quetzal. Holy moly. That displays a flag in JavaScript. The idea is to insert it into the console of Firefox. Sure, quick check for which flag do you want? Oh my god. No, should I insult it? Probably not. Directly in the inspector. Or directly in the inspector. You think so? No, like the flag of a Pico CTF. Damn. A true treasure must be well hidden. That's very true right there. Something here. Exactly. I got it. Oh my god. So creepy. Console.log. Pico CTF flag goes here. Console log. Okay. My god. No. How about something like search flag? All right, let's look at what you said. Or directly in the inspector. Yeah, I think we've been doing this for a little bit. Like Control F, use to change hidden value of quiz questions to get the answer. Really? No way. Really? You can do that? Wow, el quetzalito. Revealing a dark path of cheating. I mean, hey, if you outsmarted the system, could, now it's capped. What do you mean? They changed this on quizzes? Like, did you do this on university tests? No, it looks like a challenge. A very, very common hit. Hint, hit search the flag. Oh my god, stop. Stop being trash, ChatGPT. I prompted like trash, but oh. Alright, Quetzal. Quetzal is much better than ChatGPT. Let's use Quetzal. Can you change a parameter in the console? Maybe you can search for something like hidden. How about that, Quetz? Is it? Oh yeah, we have 3 minutes 54. Really? We've only been on this for 10 minutes? Not even. Alright, Pico. How about start searching for hidden? Oh, okay. We're in the banner part. Maybe not. How do you like this? Used to change the value of something to get the quiz answer. Before 23 you could, yeah. Wow. Man, good. Hey, what if I did? Maybe at my university there was a way to do this as well. Wow, man. How known was it? How known was it by the community that this was a hack that people used to exploit? My god, that's genius. Man, okay. Hidden. Enough of that one. All right. What? We haven't finished something easy or medium, and then like 2 days. No, folks. What's up with us? Keep searching. Don't give up. 3 exclamation marks. Yeah, we've only searched 10 minutes. It's not too bad. Overflow. All right, reserved overflow. Debugger. Flag. The thing that attracts me is like flag equals done. Var flag is equal to done. Function try function set constant source arguments var flag is equal to done. Unique identifier. Source unique ID plus name. Okay, if array arg joined to string flag return. See here, there's a flag thingy. There's 48 results. Flag parts, input string delimiter +1. Flag. If no flag, return false. The fudge? Does flag mean something else? Var flag is equal to done. More flag, value flag. Window prototype to string unique identifier flag enumerate false, writable false, configurable false. I would change this to true. It's our browser. We can't do this? No. Debugger. Huh. Flag none. False. Why is it highlighting false? Flags part. Flag. If no flag, return false. We've already been here before. Flags, flag. Okay, we're back at 14. We've already seen everything. What the fuck? What is this, though? What is the debugger tab 4 in Firefox? Is a powerful tool within developer tools used to inspect, analyze, and fix JavaScript code by letting you pause execution, breakpoints, step through lines of code, new variable values, track stack calls, and modify the application state in real time, helping developers find and resolve bugs. It provides a detailed look into the script's runtime behavior, offering features like conditional breakpoints. Okay, so it's a web tool to see how things behave, how Java code behaves. Sorry, folks. Why does no one use Firefox anymore? People look for the way that feel Firefox simply isn't smooth, doesn't offer as many features out of the box. Junk to a hexer hoops. Oh wow, the invisible more people don't use Firefox. Damn. It feels like Google is looking for people to hop onto there. And to hop onto Chrome. All right. So here, style editor. Do we search for Pico here? It's not here. This might be all through Dark's theme. Yeah, I think it's what it is. Inline rule sheet, no. This looks like more dark reader stuff. This is the fonts. Style, oh yo. Huh. This isn't the most entertaining stream I've done, huh? Usually we get a little bit better. I don't know. Usually we get some places. Today and yesterday feels like we're struggling so much. Hey, sometimes you have to struggle a bit, no? Sometimes. Okay, this don't work. Folks, do we give up? Do we give up? Style at CSS, Titan. Maybe there's something we're not looking at. Ghost. It feels like you were gonna do this one. Nana ama atombo saki. Ooh, hints. There's 2 hints in there, actually. Did you do this one, Ghost? Did you end up doing it? Use the web inspector on other files included in the web page. The flag may or may not be encoded. Uh-huh. Web inspector on other files included in the web page. So other files included in the web page. Does this mean here? GIF. Alt logo. On other files. Is it, could it be this one, the home page? Inspect. Keep searching. Alt person. It could be encoded. This is why maybe searching for Pico CTF didn't work. Flag might be encoded. Huh. Yeah, the thing is the control F for Pico flag doesn't work because of, yeah, I didn't think about it, but control Fing flag is not a good idea always because, yeah, it might be encoded. That's a good point. That's a good learning takeaway. What if things are encoded? You looking for the flag? Yeah, it's not okay. Here, hop, happy, searching. Footer. Let's go back and see again. So one is that use web inspector on other files included on the web page. The flag may not be encoded. Use the web inspector on other files included in the web page. The web inspector on other files. Is this a file? It is actually on other files. Is CSS another one of those? For instance, change color 5 seconds infinite. Nice. If we don't do this, it's cool. Color dark reader. Font size, margin, box, align, dark reader. Dark important. All right, folks, I need to get to work. And I don't think this is super entertaining. So we don't want to, we've been spending over 30 minutes on this. Web decode, write up. My God, folks. Where is the flag? I agree. Where the fudge is the flag? Más de 10 me gustas. Eso nos gusta. All right, where the fudge was it? Access URL. Oh my God, and it's bright. We can notice the application has 3 links to the web page, home, about, and contact. Don't give up. Now click the about. Try inspecting the page. You might find section class. About, notify, true. Oh man, it was here. Try inspecting the page. You might find it there. Yeah. It was here. About, notify, true. Try inspecting the page. You might find it here. Dude, we were just on it. Oh my God, it was right there. Class about, notified true, and there was this one. It was this one. We go into Cyber Chef. Where? I agree. Where? Vladimir. Where was it? It was, look, we're right on, we're right in front of our nose. Right there. You see, you go into this one. Type on picoctf.net. And then you see, and then there's this. And this is encrypted. This is coded. And so we can do magic. And then it says here, from base 64. It was coded in base 64, folks. Ay, ay, ay. So what have we learned, folks? What have we learned? What have you learned? Ooh, what have you learned? So today we've learned, folks, that things that we look for may be encoded. And we should not always search for plain text data because, yeah, we may think it's exactly there and we can just search for it, but no. No. It is gonna be, yeah, it failed. Check for the answer and keep learning. Thank you very much, Quetzal. Dude, I very much enjoyed you being here. Too bad that you couldn't sleep. Nice quote. Where do you get your info about being healthy? Deep question. I just want to thank my bro Quetzal for coming. And yeah, thank everyone for watching. But yeah, Quetzal, thank you very much for coming over. Dude, I'm not kidding. I think it'd be really funny if you started a Twitch channel about what you do. I would definitely follow, and I think all the viewers would be very interested in seeing what you do. Cool. In terms of nice quote, where do you get your info about being healthy? From my doctor, mostly. I'm not a real doctor. And nice to meet you, Trojan Mango. I see this is the first time you're here, so thank you for being here. Information about being healthy, usually do blood tests and stuff like this. I need to do it, so thank you for the reminder. I haven't done it in a year, so I may be unhealthy without knowing it. Blood test and yeah, just talking to myself. Do you read articles, papers, or books? Not much. Not much, really. Or YouTube channels? No, not much. Do you? What's your question about? Like, do you have are you becoming health sensitive right now? A bit? So it's of your concern. Okay, I see. I probably browse over 100 papers. Is that your job? Is that your job to read papers? Are you a researcher? No. Wow. You must be really concerned about health. Do you have issues with health? Apart from apart from being insanely good at hacking, just like us. We're gonna close this down, folks. We're gonna come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Friday. I think we're gonna do something a little bit more structured than here today, than just doing some Pico CTFs. I'll see what we end up doing exactly. So closing this. I'm gonna close this so you don't get screen flashed. Oof, just like I did now. And I have some issues. Okay. I browsed a lot more since, but not so much browsing papers. Browsing papers is pretty helpful, I think. I don't know. I think the best information comes from doctors, though. Are you in a place where you can get free more learning medical school level theory? Oh my god. You're really advanced. Man, can you afford a doctor? Are you in a place that has free healthcare or somewhat free healthcare? Affordable healthcare? I would go for that. If you have real concerns. One screen setup, overall chill. There we go. Yeah, kind of. Okay, then maybe it'd be cool to take advantage of it. But yeah, no, I for me personally, I don't know too much about health, honestly. Surprised every time I see something about the human body, I'm like, this is so complex. How about psychology? I know nothing. To read self-help books? No, not really. So role playing, AI Roy got it. Hello, AI Roy. Role playing, yes. That's what I do. Do you read books at all? Kind of. Not really that much. I don't have too much time. I'm reading. What have I read lately? Ooh, I read some good ones. Some good fiction books, but that was a while ago. About three characters. I don't know. It was just fun. I read books, but not too much on self-help and stuff like this. I want to read more cyber books though. So if you folks have recommendations on cybersecurity books, can I get context to the stream? Absolutely, my good sir. I like. What do you mean context? You want to know what it's about? The stream is about me, your cyber doctor, learning how to hack. That's all there is to it. And we all doing it together. Usually viewers like to do the same levels as I do, or they like to challenge me in what I do. This is the thing. And for me personally, a bit more context about the stream, like on a wider scope. I am a cybersecurity professional. I work in cyber insurance, so insuring large companies. If they get a cyber attack, we give them money, which is really useful because um, like cyber attacks cost a lot of money, and I want to learn how hacking actually works because it looks all a bit messy, right? Like you're like, oh, do you have EDR, right? But in the end, if you don't know what a hack looks like, it kind of feels all a bit messy. So this is the original point. I want to get better at cyber, and I think learning how to hack a little bit is a really good way of understanding how computers work. And so this is what we're doing. We're spending 1,000 days to get good at hacking, and right now we're on day 83 or something, day 82. It's in the title of the stream. Good morning, Graph 7 EXE. There's a lot of folks I haven't talked to today. AI Roy. We also had Trojan Mango asking us some pretty good questions around health. How many books per year do you read? Usually read fiction books. Dude, I read maybe a book a year. Like not kidding, huh? But like book and a half, maybe 2 books. I don't usually read that much. I read a lot of stuff on cybersecurity back some time ago. A lot of regulation and ISO standards. But apart from that, I don't really do that. Rough70XE, good morning to you. Hello, hello. Nice to see you for the first time. I try to hack your sense of humor, but I'm also afraid of it. It's already encrypted. Ooh, big burn. Big burn. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm going to go home and I'm going to go work and say I got roasted in the morning. I got roasted. You just roasted me, AI Roy. How am I going to recover from this burn? I try to hack your sense of humor for it to great crypto. That's actually a really good joke. I like it. Does everyone just have some technical term in their name? Yes. Yes, yes, it's required. Yeah, right? The Trojan Mango, AI Roy, Raf EXE, and you and me, Cyber Doctor. Yes. That's a really good point. Vladimir Bills, maybe not. El Quetzalito, no. But yeah, lately, yeah, I get so. Glad to know I am in the right spot, lol. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Folks, if you want to follow and dethrone El Quetzalito as the latest awesome follower, as you can see here on the screen, please go ahead and press that follow button. Just one sec, I need to copy something. Overall chill, there we go. And paste it here. So this way we get the notification. So if you want to dethrone El Quetzalito as the latest followers, please click that follow button. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good. That's true. We actually all do. Oh, you all follow me. Nice. So Quetzalito remains the latest follower for a little bit longer. Have you read any books on business or philosophy? Yes. All right. Trojan Mango, you're really into books. Should I go get my business books in my library and show you a bit what we have? Click it, guys. If I click it last, I'll have the throne. Oh yeah, you'll have the throne for the night. Yeah, what kind of business books? All right. I'm gonna go get my business books because Trojan Mango is insisting, and I'll be back in a minute. Woo! Someone followed. Who followed? AI Roy, you got the throne. Nice job. All right, folks, we get our business books. We got our books in general. So this has become a book stream. Prisoners of Geography. Nice one. Big stack. Yeah, okay. The books are thick. There's not that many books. Prisoners of Geography, that's really fun. It's about how I didn't finish this one, as you can tell by the oh, I have money in there. The fuck, I have money. What? I don't keep money in my house, but hey, there's 100 euros. Nice. The fuck? So cool. Up next, we have the art. He put that in there. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't, but believe what you want. Good luck. Art of War. Yeah, I probably put that in there. Yeah, I don't think I got it at the bookstore, but I kind of forgot that I put it in there. Art of War. I think the oldest book I own. It's from. What is it from? In the 6th century BCE. 6th century BCE. So this is about the art of war, like how to make war and everything. This is the thing about knowing your enemy and knowing yourself. So good book. Then a sales book, Getting to Yes. I was a salesperson before, so I got this book. Pretty good. Like it. It's about how you shouldn't say. For instance, one thing I got from there is that you shouldn't ask. You should encourage people to say no. Any books for social engineer are good. Ooh, that's really true. This is actually a good book for social engineering too. Getting people to do stuff. This company policy. When someone says it's company policy, let's look at a real case where one party used positional bargaining and the other principal negotiation. Tom, one of our colleagues, has parked a car totally destroyed by a dump truck. The car was covered by insurance, but the exact amount Tom could recover remained for him to work out with the insurance adjuster. Insurance adjuster says the following: "We have studied your case and we have decided the policy applies. That means you're entitled to a settlement of 13,600 euros. Dollars." And then Tom says, "I see. How did you reach that figure?" Insurance adjuster: "That's how much we decided the car was worth." And Tom says, "I understand, but what standard do you use to determine the amount? Do you know where I can buy a comparable car for that much?" "How much are you asking for?" "Whatever I'm entitled to under the policy." "I found a second-hand car just like it for $17,700. Adding the sales and excise tax, it would come to about $19,000. $19,000, that's too much, says the loss adjuster. And then Tom says, "I'm not asking for 19,000 or 18,000 or 20,000, but a fair compensation. Do I agree that's only fair that I get enough to replace the car?" And the insurance adjuster says, "Okay, I'll offer you 15,000. That's the highest I can go. Company policy." "How does the company figure that out?" asks Tom. And then the insurance adjuster says, "Look, 15,000 is all you get. Take it or leave it." Ooh, this is getting heated. Tom says, 15,000 may be fair. I don't know. I certainly understand your position if you're bound by company policy. But unless you can state objectively why that amount is what I'm entitled to, I think I'll do better in court. Why don't we study the matter and talk that again? Is Wednesday at 11 a good time to talk? Ay, Tom did not let go. "Okay, Mr. Griffin, I've got an ad here in today's paper offering car exact same model and year as yours for 14,800. I see." And then Tom says, "I see. What does it say about the mileage?" 49,000. Why? "Because mine only had 25,000 miles. How many dollars does that increase the worth in your books?" Hey, get push, get paid. Nice. Hey, we're following the theme of people that have cybersecurity stuff in their name. So we're back onto Tom. that whose car had 25,000 miles, how many dollars does that increase the worth in your books? Let me see. $1,650. Assuming the 14,800 as one possible base, that brings the figure to 16,450. Does that add specify the technology package? No. How much is the extra for in your book? How about auto dimming mirror? Wow. Damn. Tom did not let go. Also, the loss insurance in did you get it? I don't know if I read that well at the end. But he keeps on asking questions about the different things that the car had on top of that used car. And he walked out with a check for $18,024. I need to get to work, but oh, I don't know if I finished it. There's a folded page here. It says yes, but. So yeah, I read about 3/4 of that. Everything is fucked. I don't know if I read this one. I think I did actually. I think I did. I did read the first one, the subtle art of not giving a fuck, and this is the second one, Mark Manson. Everything is fucked. Prison of Geography once. I very much like geography, as you can tell also by the maps in the background here and over there. And there's another one you can't see over there. And there's more geography themed things. This, folks, Google says most people read few books per year, but most of my engineer friends seem to not read any books at all. Oh, damn. Sometimes. All right, finishing this here. This cybersecurity book, read it. It's really good. If you're into not hacking, but like how to manage cybersecurity, it's really, really good. This book is 12 years old, I believe. First published in 2014. If you're for the first person, 2015, so 11 years ago. And it talks about how to understand cybersecurity measuring. Like it's called Factor Analysis of Information Risk, and it's really good. Really, really good. Like it teaches you how to understand risk and calculate an actual dollar value. So it's really, really good stuff. It's approximate. It's not perfect, but it's better than everything we have today. So highly suggest checking it out. And good news, if you're too lazy or don't have the time or whatever to read this book, the Jack Jones, the original author of this book, and the person that created FAIR is I have had an interview with him on my podcast. It's called Cyber Narratives, and search for Jack Jones. Cyber Narratives. And the interview was with Jack Jones. I should pick up this podcast again. It was really fun. And then Atomic Habits. I don't know if I've read it, but I have it. It was given to me at my company where I used to work. And The Diary of the CEO. It was okay. It's just like, oh, take care of your health and stuff. I didn't know about the guy. I didn't know about Stephen Bartlett. He's pretty good, but yeah, probably not the best book I read. But yeah, some good stuff there. There's more books, huh? My sister gave me this one. I'll finish on this. This one, Vers une sobriété heureuse. It's about how to achieve happiness with little things in life, I think. And and we talked about some deep philosophical things in there. So Trojan Mango, when you ask about deep philosophical things, I think this is kind of the book, because me and my sis sometimes have conversations about politics, and we said, isn't it weird? Discord, yes. And I'll answer your thing in a second. RAF7XA. It's just that we talked about something that got me to this book. It's that it's so weird how you say you go on holidays at work, and then you go and then people say, oh, did you get to rest well during your holidays? As if work was supposed to tire you and rest was supposed to make you more rested and the whole idea is that you get rested to feel better when you go back to work. So there's a thing where even when you rest, you kind of work, right? It's kind of work because you need to rest for work. It's super weird, and everything, your life just revolves around work, right? Isn't it weird when people wish you like rest well? It's like I can rest also during my work hours, right? During my work time. Why would my work time not be rest? So there's a thing there. If you guys have a reflection on this, but this book tackles this idea. So if you have it, if you wanna feel happier with less and just kind of change your mindset, it's pretty good. Went on a tangent here. Have you guys been doing the Hack the Box? What programs have you been learning on? So we've been doing Hack the Box, yes. We haven't done Hack the Box in a while. Maybe we can do Hack the Box. Had premium, but then I canceled at the beginning of the month. We've done Hack the Box. We've done Try Hack Me. We've done Pico CTF. We've done Over the Wire. We did all of Bandits. And now we're halfway at Natas. We bugged out at Natas 20. And now we decided to take a break from Natas because it was getting too advanced. So we got to get advanced a bit more in hacking, and then we get back to it. And yeah, please join the Discord, folks. Please join the Discord. Let me check if we have any people online right now. InfoSec streams. There's your cyber doctor, and that's it. Folks, do you have someone that you suggest that we go hack, that we go stream, that we go raid? I'm not sure how many of us there are, but if there's at least 5, I think it's worth it. If there's 5 of us, we can create a massive earthquake altogether. Oh, there's 4 of us. Ay, ay, ay. 3 of us. Okay, so we're not gonna invest. It's okay, you know, if we're 5, yeah, but for 3, it's a party. It's 3 of us. It's awesome. But you know, for raiding, I think it's a little bit better to have a few more people. Although it's nice to have 3 of you. So, folks, thanks a ton for being here. It's been lovely having you. Thank you very much for the new followers, and I will see you tomorrow in 22 hours, in a bit less than 22 hours, 21 hours and 38 minutes. Folks, it's been awesome having you. Please take care. Good seeing all these new faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, folks. Take care. Bye-bye. Salut, Quetzal. Thanks for being here the whole time.